of you fellow type 1s out there. This is Dr. Jody, and today I'm going to talk about educated guesses. Do you use them, and what are they? All right, so glad you found me. Maybe it's your first video that you found. If so, awesome, welcome. Or perhaps you've been following me since March when I started all these Facebook Lives. I came on Facebook because I wanted to be a source of inspiration and education to all of us with type 1, given this new COVID world. And I wanted to inspire you with training and education for how to keep your immune system strong, how to keep your blood sugar levels in range, all the things that we deserve to have right in our back pockets, but unfortunately many of us do not have. I've had type 1 since 1980. I was 7 years old when I got it. So yes, I'm 47. I'll be 48 next Thursday, November 19th. I know, I look 18. I tell myself that every day. But my passion, regardless of how long I've been on this earth, is to help type 1s. Because I've walked in your shoes for 40 years, I get how I feel like we rarely receive the full toolbox of really the education that we need to know how to thrive, to know how to get that A1C below 6.5, if not even in the fives, in a healthy and safe manner, how to eat in a sane and healthy way, how to confidently avoid lows, confidently go to sleep with our number in range, not worried about lows. These are the things that people that I've worked with now for almost 10 years on my virtual practice that you can get when you follow me. You can get when you work with me, when you follow my courses, etc. But today, I want to go over the term educated guesses, okay? I use these words for what's realistic in our life, okay? Every day, we as type 1s have to make educated guesses. And the reason why I intentionally use those words is number one, educated, okay? Educated. For example, carb counting alone is not sufficient for proper mealtime dosing. It is this much of what we actually need to know. You need to understand it and, yeah, sure, have a good guess of what your ratio is. But if that's all you use, you'll never really be confidently dosing to the degree that we need, because there's slow carbs and there's fast carbs. There's protein, there's fat. There's how active you were or weren't. There's what time of day, right? Educated gives you all of the education you need about really understanding how to act, to think about all those variables, right? And that's what my programs and my videos and working with me privately and my online courses gives people, is the educated, right? So I encourage you, if you don't feel like you have that, to reach out to me or your endo, your care team online. There's all these great books out there that really give you the full toolbox. Because if you're like most type 1s, you haven't received the full toolbox yet. And it doesn't matter if you're newly diagnosed, or I've had patients that have diabetes for 50 years and they say they've learned more from me than they have in the 50 years. So if you don't feel like you've reached the full toolbox, don't feel bad. It takes a lot of time and education and resources to get it, okay? And that is why I come on live and am creating this membership program and courses, is I'm passionate about giving you the full toolbox. So we've got to take a lot of action to get educated. But then guesses. Guesses means that we are not robots. Our pump doesn't know everything about us. We are not a formula. Counting exactly how many carbs and giving yourself the exact amount of insulin, given your insulin to carb ratio, is not going to give you the perfect number all the time, okay? Guesses allows us to embrace this imperfection of living with diabetes. Guesses allows us to have compassion for ourselves with how challenging managing this condition is. It allows us to have more grace and acceptance and ease and less anxiety and more joy and more contentment when we allow that little wiggle room of imperfection that is essential in managing diabetes. So I know that there's a lot of formulas out there and correction factors and basal rates, but if we think that those set numbers are all we need to achieve success and never learn how to kind of do the adjustments, we end up with burnout, which is why there's so many books on how to avoid burnout. And, you know, the word non-compliant is thrown around so often, which always is a little heartbreaking to me, because you might be just like so many people that I've talked to. You've done everything that you were told to do, but you're still failing, right? Well, that's not fair. It's not fair at all, because so many of us work really hard, and diabetes it is not easy, right? You can work really hard and still kind of come up as, not getting the numbers you need. And I make the analogy of baseball players. A professional baseball person is somebody with a batting average where they miss the ball like 70% of the time. And that's kind of how we have to accept the imperfection of life and of dosing with diabetes to really feel sane. So when people follow me, I like to think that I help you find that middle ground. I help you find the middle ground of you're not expecting perfection, but you're not having these A1Cs of 7 and higher that because you're going high and low all the time. You're not having the fears of lows and the fears of what's the damage of the high is doing to me now, right? We can find the middle ground. I've had diabetes for 40 years. I had diabetes before they even invented blood sugar testing. Basically, my mom said is if you don't feel low, I guess you're doing fine. Just carry those glucose, well, they didn't have glucose tabs. I had sugar cubes. We'd buy boxes of sugar cubes, and I'd put sugar cubes in my socks. And I remember one day the sugar cubes were like, I was playing soccer and I was getting all sweaty, and the sugar cubes were like turning into like a syrup in my socks. So I put my sugar cubes on the side of the soccer field. And then one of my girlfriends unknowingly just saw sugar cubes and decided to eat them. And I didn't have my sugar cubes. We all have these crazy stories. I didn't go low. I didn't have a problem. But I just think it was always funny when I was like, where are my sugar cubes? And my friend Kim was like, oh, I ate them. Anyways, crazy times. I've got a lot of great stories, as I'm sure you do, because diabetes is full of great stories. And I'm here to empower you to receive the proper education and to feel lighthearted and to feel confident that you are doing the best you can, and to have compassion for ourselves. So if you'd like to learn more, please check out my website. It's drjodynd.com. I've been coming live on Facebook, like I said, since March, and now I come around. Oh, I'm coming an hour early today. Whoops. Well, that's what happens when there's a time change in the US, but not where I live, because I've been coming on live at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, but I just realized I'm a whole hour early because here in Hawaii we didn't change our clocks. So I'm early today. See, there's another example that life is about adjusting for various variables. And it's totally I dosed for a snack that I forgot to have, so I'm a little on the low side right now. So I need to go get a snack, and I can feel that. And but here's my blood sugar levels over the past about 24 hours or so. Kind of nice and steady, right? There we go. But definitely it's snack time for me. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Let's see. Ralph just left a comment. Hi, Dr. Jody. I'm a 17-year-old. All right. Love him. I love it when you guys find me early. Type 1 since I was 3. My mom told me to follow and watch your videos. Okay, good. Do you like it? Are you liking the video? I'm so moved by all of you that have found me. I'm so excited to create this membership program and to create a beautiful community. I've been talking about it for months. I work slowly. It'll come eventually. I'll probably launch it in January, if not sooner, because obviously the holidays are a busy time for everybody. But my vision is that we have this beautiful community. Everyone creates a profile, how long you've had diabetes, where do you live in the world, right? So you can find other people maybe near you. And I'll do an educational piece every Monday. So these videos will probably not be on Facebook much longer because I'll do them in the membership program. It'll be a basic fee per month. I'll have live Q&As. I'll have, I don't know. I haven't quite figured it all out yet. But my goal is to create the education and community that's positive and supportive. Because obviously you're on Facebook. You're finding me on this Facebook group. There's a lot of great type 1 diabetes Facebook groups out there. But I'd like to take it to the next level where we're off Facebook. We don't deal with ads. And it's a focus on education and empowerment. So, oh, somebody just said, thank you, you're awesome. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for the comment. I always appreciate feedback. So thanks for following me. Like I said, you can reach out to me on my website if you'd like to learn more, and you can leave a comment below. So educated guesses. Find out what you need to be educated, but guesses. Realize that you should have compassion for yourself because diabetes is not about perfection. It's going to demand us to adjust every day to various different variables. So that is what I'm passionate about teaching you guys. So thanks for watching today. You have a great day. I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now. Thanks, Callie. She says, great idea. Thanks, Callie. Bye. Oh, wait, another one. I'm a mom of a type 1 doctor. I'll do anything to help her and learn how to manage her health. She's 18, diagnosed last year. Well, go to my website right now. You can go down and say contact, send me an email. We can have private calls, but my videos, my training courses are super helpful too. So absolutely reach out. Okay, thanks for watching, and bye for now.